the message that you get with Buffalo, you're hearing more and more, we are wasting Josh Allen's years.
Thank you. I've been saying that for 3 years.
And so that is now where the tide has turned to this point where you feel like you've had this window, and now it's different. They should make the postseason, but I'm just wondering if them just making the postseason is going to be their best way to run through the playoffs as opposed to winning the division, being the number one seed, and having that bullseye on their back. I look at them like the Packers of 2010. And the Packers of 2010 were a team that needed to win a couple of games at the end of the regular season to just get into the playoffs. And you thought if they could get in, they could do some damage. Not only did they do damage, they won 3 on the road and won the Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. What happened the next year? They went 15-1 and bowed out in the divisional playoffs against the New York Giants. So the Buffalo Bills maybe aren't the only team that sometimes doesn't handle being the top dog the best. But looking at last night, it's just tough to see how this team could go on a streak like that, considering they weren't able to protect Josh Allen. But again, it's me coming off of the huge expectations of them taking care of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 11, where, again, Josh Allen had his hand in 6 separate touchdowns.
Yeah, two quick things is, one, I think that's the part, that last part that gets to me, is what have we seen that makes us actually believe that they'll do it other than that they have Josh Allen a quarterback? Because we haven't seen very much since Week 2, Week 3 to indicate that they can. Not to say that they can't, we just haven't seen it. But two, what you said is something that I've been on for 2 or 3 years, is that because of the way Josh Allen plays, I think Tom Brady kind of screwed everything up for everybody, where we just assume like everyone's peak goes to 40 years old. And like, one, it's just not that way. Two, especially a quarterback, the way that the number of, we all watch the games, you know, the number of times that he gets slammed into that hard turf every Sunday in Buffalo, it's like, you know, that guy's going to fall off pretty quickly. And he is now 30 years old, or he will be 30 years old, start of next season. Is like, you don't get an infinite number of years with this guy, and that's been my frustration with this whole era. You know, I really quick side tangent, but I was on air with Ephraim Salaam last year in the playoffs when they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's just like they can't get over the hump. It's the same thing over and over, and it's sometime you have to hit reset, and I understand AFC Championship game. I get it. I get the concept of it's late in January. Who are you going to get? And it's like, I understand all of these hypotheticals. What I also understand is that the prime of one of the great football talents we have ever seen is being wasted. Maybe it changes this year.